Welcome to Five Fires YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about the breaking news coming out of FanFest at Universal Studios Hollywood. So FanFest is a new event that's coming to Universal Studios Hollywood. It's going to be kicking off April 25th on select days all the way through May 18th. We've known of the IPs that are coming as they've kind of been sprinkled throughout the months, but we didn't really understand how things are going to be implemented. What are we going to get out of FanFest? What is FanFest? Well, today I'm going to be going over all these details on how these IPs are going to be implemented in this wonderful After Dark event that's coming to Universal Studios Hollywood. Also, too, we're going to be going over tickets and pricing and how all that's going to work out at the very end because I was able to get that information. All of this information was provided through Universal Studios Hollywood themselves. They invited me, thankfully, which was such a cool and fun event for a media event on their property. So this is all official stuff. We're no longer in speculation and rumor. This is it. This is it. So what we do know at this point in time, FanFest comes to life from the minds of Halloween Horror Night innovative creators and debuts with the same level of intensity. I didn't know how to interpret that, but now I know. And details this popular seasonal event. Universal FanFest will feature all new, uniquely curated experiences inspired by sci-fi, fantasy, gaming, and anime. Guests can tap into their inner fandom to join forces with their favorite characters while sharing their enthusiasm with like-minded fans as they engage in cosplay with such renowned favorites as Star Trek, Back to the Future, Dungeons and Dragons, One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen. Additionally, the theme park favorites, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is going to come to life, and also Super Nintendo World will have special editions and introduce character and interactive elements during FanFest nights. This is awesome, but that is what we're expecting. But this is what we're getting. So the first one we're going to start off with Star Trek Red Alert. That is right. That is going to be the name of this experience, Star Trek Red Alert. Inspired by the Star Trek universe that has entertained millions of fans, this daring walkthrough experience will boldly take guests on an immersive adventure aboard the USS Enterprise on a mission to prevent interstellar threat. Guests will find themselves transported to the year 2403, just as an otherworldly entity wreaks havoc on the ship. Wow. As the chaos ensues, guests will venture further into the Enterprise, navigating familiar Star Trek environments, from the ship's engineering room to transporter pads to the soul of the Starship Enterprise. The bridge, an original set piece featured in the third and final season of Star Trek Picard. In a desperate quest to stop the perceived danger and restore peace aboard the ship, laden with special effects, audiovisual effects, multi-sensory activation, and themed performers, this all-original experience will create an unforgettable, awe-inspiring moment that will elevate Star Trek fandom to new levels. Wow. So when I was at this event, we were able to see concept art and kind of like the path that you're taking. I'm not trying to spoil it all, but it looks cool. One thing that was kind of like focused on is that this won't be like a horror night conga line. This will be where you kind of go in batches and it's storytelling in between rooms. So think of like horror nights mentality of like a house, but Star Trek with storytelling. The coolest part about all of this is the amount of storytelling that's coming through with a lot of these activations throughout this whole event. I had a chance to ask, talk to a couple people and stuff like that. And one person individual, I was like, what are you most excited for for people to see at this event, for the guests to finally get to experience what's been created. And the one thing he said was Star Trek Red Alert. That one will be the one where fans, it's just going to be a jaw dropping experience. For me, I almost feel like I need to kind of get into the Star Trek like shows just to have a better understanding of like what I'm walking through. And I have Paramount Plus, so that's something that I think I'm going to get into, kind of do my homework on that. But I'm excited. This Star Trek experience is a walkthrough, immersive storytelling at every point of this journey you're going to be going through. We're going to space. I just can't wait to do it. Can't wait to do it. Can't wait to be on the bridge. All right, next one. This is the one where we were at this media event. Everybody was just talking of like, I could just stay there all day. And that's Back to the Future, Destination Hill Valley. This nostalgic experience is based on the 1985 Back to the Future blockbuster movie and invites guests to time travel back to 1955 Hill Valley alongside the film's iconic characters. That's right. We're going to see a lot of these characters come to life from Back to the Future. Time travel begins the moment guests climb aboard the studio tour fan tram and venture towards Courthouse Square, the original filming location for the classic film located on the Universal Studios world famous backlot. Brimming with authenticity, Back to the Future Destination Hill Valley will pay homage to the groundbreaking film by inserting guests into many familiar scenes with iconic props. From Hill Valley, with original Lion Estate monuments to the time machine on display, guests will have the sensation of going back in time as they partake in the energetic recreation of the Enchanted Under the Sea Dance and Hill Valley Festival, plus experience a stunning recreation of the Clock Tower lightning strike, sending Marty back to the future multiple times each event night. Wow, this is so good. This is so good. So good. Characters, the clock tower, this theming that's going to just take over this clock tower area to make it feel like you're in the movie. You're the one seeing Hill Valley for the first time. You know what I mean? I'm excited. This is freaking cool. We had a chance to see concept art. It was beautiful. The fact that they're going to create a lightning strike moment for FanFest? What? That has to be like main event style of thing, right? That's how, when I saw the concept art and them talking about it, I was like, this Back to the Future thing is like all I need. That's what I kept thinking. I was like, this is it. I just want to stay here. For the portion of Enchantment Under the Sea Dance, we're gonna have like a stage, the band dancing area, and we're actually gonna have Marty playing the guitar, which is that in itself is already gonna be epic. So, like, the way I'm interpreting all of this, we're gonna have different versions of Marty. And probably different versions of Doc. I wouldn't doubt that too. So that's going to be really cool to see all of that come to life. I could just imagine how Hill Valley's going to look all over there at the courthouse. And with the aspect too of like FanFest is really kind of honing in on cosplay. Just imagine all the cool cosplays that's going to be happening at Back to the Future area. Back to the Future, Destination Hill Valley. That is what it is. Also, too, we had a chance to take a look at some of the foods that are going to be coming to this event, and they are really cool. Let me show you. Also, too, they did have some merch in display for Back to the Future. Let me show you what that looks like. So, wow. Wow, we've already gone through 2 IPs. Let's get on to the next one. This is the one where, I was just kind of like holding back my expectation of like, where are they going to take this? I know a little bit about Dungeons and Dragons, but how is it going to be implemented? What is the story that they're going for? And when I got to see concept art today, I was like, that might be the thing that I have to do multiple times. Let's get in it. Dungeons and Dragons: Secrets of Waterdeep. So that's what it's going to be called, Dungeons and Dragons: Secrets of Waterdeep. Inspired by the world's greatest role-playing game, Dungeons and Dragons, this experience will welcome guests and fans to partake in a one-of-a-kind adventure and explore the fantastic world of Dungeons and Dragons. Guests will join the Harpers, a heroic spy network, to foil a plot by the legendary beholder Xanathar and save the city of Waterdeep. In creating this unique experience, Universal Studios Hollywood is collaborating with Jim Henson Creature Shop to create the legendary beholder Xanathar that will come to life with Dungeons and Dragons: Secrets of Waterdeep. For over 40 years, Jim Henson's Creature Shop has been world-renowned innovator in puppetry, animatronics, and digital animation. So this experience, Dungeons and Dragons: Secrets of Waterdeep, will be in a soundstage. That is correct. It's going to be an experience that is as immersive as it gets. Like I said earlier, the concept art of Horror Nights, but Dungeons and Dragons. This is going to be a fun adventure that, it's almost like the story is going to trigger. Things are going to happen. We're going through a journey. Things take almost a turn for the worst. We need to then, in a sense, like get this objective, and we're going to be in almost, I would assume, like a battle, just some kind of scene where, like a heroic act is needed. That's how I was interpreting all of this Dungeons and Dragons stuff, and it all kind of falls into or ends with like a glorious moment, like a celebration. Dungeons and Dragon is also going to be grouping. It's not going to be just this conga line, self-guided, you just kind of go in and out. It's almost like activations are happening throughout all of this walkthrough. And also, too, when we saw the Xanathar creature puppet, they actually showed us kind of a behind the scenes of what it looks like. There's only one word to describe: massive. This thing is massive. I'm just excited to see these sets and the character driven aspect of all this, and just the feel of like, whoa, I'm just thrown in a Dungeons and Dragon universe. This is exciting. Everything I saw at a Dungeons and Dragon, I was like, I can't wait to do that. I want to do it multiple times. For all I know, I'm like a Dungeons and Dragon fan walking out of that experience. But those are the 2 big walkthroughs. I almost want to say the scale is going to be probably way bigger from a scope of like sets in Dungeons and Dragons compared to Star Trek. Star Trek, I feel, we're in the ship. This one, we could be in the wilderness for all we know, and stuff like that, or a cave or whatever. We're in the Dungeons and Dragon universe. Anything could happen in that. I'm excited. I can't wait to see the role plays for that one as well. For Dungeons and Dragons, we actually had a chance to see some of the offerings that are going to be coming. Let me show you what that's going to look like.
Yeah, you got it? Can you say what, 11:45? 10 afternoon.
Can't wait to try and check out all of that when it does finally debut. It's going to be exciting. Very, very exciting. All right, let's move on to the next IP. I'm telling you, there's a lot to FanFest. I'm just excited. I'm so thankful Universal gave me this opportunity to do this video and provide all this information to the Five Fire community. Let's keep it going. One Piece Grand Pirate Gathering. I was really curious, how are they going to implement One Piece? We've seen them implement One Piece internationally, and I was like, are they going to kind of clone that here? Is a different take on that going to happen? Let's get into it. One Piece Grand Pirate Gathering. This unique experience is inspired by the long-running global hit anime series One Piece, from the creator that follows the adventures of Monkey D. Luffy and his Straw Hat crew, including Zoro, Nami, Usopp, and Sanji on their quest to find One Piece, the legendary treasure of the former king of pirates, Gold D. Rogers. The Grand Pirate Gathering will transport guests into the series' fictional world of pirates through an immersive and interactive experience complete with iconic visuals and scenic environments that place fans at the heart of the action. Guests will also have time to enjoy uplifting meet and greet opportunities with different characters and as well participate in themed interactive photo ops. That is cool. That is cool. We don't have all the details of like how it's going to be completely implemented, but the vibe and the like my understanding of what I got for the One Piece activation for FanFest is it's going to be in the Main Street area. Think about opening ceremony where the fire towers are, that area. So it's almost, it's like, I'm just thinking like Horror Nights. So it's going to be like a scare zone, but One Piece and interactive in a cool way. And you know what I mean? Like that. This is cool because I'm getting like a Ghost Town live effect. You know what I mean? Where we're in this universe. They all have roles. They're characters, and we get to interact with that character all of a sudden from this universe. I'm excited to see how they implement the costumes and outfits for One Piece, because anime is something we don't see that at Hollywood at all. So to see this implementation finally come here, it's going to be very cool. For One Piece also, we have food and merchandise. Let me show you what that looks like. When we were doing like the walkthrough for the merch and food, people were going crazy. Like, what? They're doing that? Look at this! Like, it was cool. It was cool to see fans like see these things coming to life for this fandom. It was cool. It was very cool. All right, let's keep the conversation going. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter. We've been speculating and rumoring for a while here on Five Fires that what we think is probably coming is a lot of that Fantastic Beast implementation that happened internationally with all those creatures. It was so cool. But you know, we've never had stuff like that. But things are going to change. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter, guests and fans will have a chance to further engage in the theme park's immersion land with all new magical creature interactions, including the opportunity to meet the Niffler, a baby dragon, a Grand Akami. The centerpiece of the experience will feature the visually spectacular Hogwarts Always light projection show designed to take guests on a whimsical journey through a school year at Hogwarts. You heard that right. For us here at Hollywood, that's a brand new projection show. I'm excited. I can't wait to see that. I love all the projection shows we get at Harry Potter. Also, weaving together unforgettable music and incredible moments of the Wizarding Hogwarts Always will shine bright as it comes to life, set against the majestic backdrop of Hogwarts Castle. So the big thing here, creature activations, and we are going to get one brand new creature interaction. It's with a person, so it's going to be, I was like, this is just brand new to me. The whole Fantastic Beast world. I was like, I have to watch the movies now to like, okay, that makes sense. I understand what's going on here. We're going to get one new creature that's going to debut at this event, and I feel like it's going to be a hit. All those creatures and all of that stuff that arrived over there internationally, people were going crazy over it. So I expect the same. And just to see the Wizarding World of Harry Potter come to life more is awesome. We've seen the Death Eater implementation. You know, every year, I ever since we've had them, we had the Death Eaters at summer. I've been like, we need them back. We need them back. You know, and we got them in Horror Nights, which was cool too. But that summer Death Eater implementation, that was just like something else. That was the cool. I'm glad I went a lot when all that happened because you know we haven't got it back since. But I'm excited to see these creatures. These super cool creatures. Also, too, I had a chance to taste some of the foods that are going to be coming for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter during Fan Fest, and they were delicious. My favorite of it all, my favorite of all the food I tried was actually the Harry Potter food, and it was the curry chicken. But let me show you some of the foods coming for Harry Potter Fan Fest, and also some of the merch. Check it out.
Yes, exactly. It's just not, it's not, there's no more like that. It's just like, we're supposed to be
Super Nintendo World, let's go Yoshi! So Super Nintendo World is already awesome as it is. You know, I love everything about the land. It's honestly, for me, it's perfect. I just, you know, I'm in the fan base of like, we just wanted to expand, keep it going, more Nintendo. But we're getting something cool. Let's go Yoshi. This exciting addition to Super Nintendo World will mark the debut of beloved fan favorite Yoshi. What? As brand new meet and greet character within the land during Universal's Fan Fest nights. As part of Yoshi's Welcome to the Land, guests will have a chance to interact with Yoshi as they engage in a scavenger hunt to locate all 5 colorful Yoshi eggs. How cool is that? We're going to be doing a scavenger hunt. Okay. I always love the things that are related to Super Nintendo World. It's interactive. It's like this adventure that you're going through. After completing this original quest, guests will reap the benefit of a very special reward with unique opportunity to meet a different colored Yoshi. Plus, guests will be treated to celebratory drone moments that will illuminate the sky throughout the evening. Super Nintendo World drones? Wow. Wow. This is awesome. This is awesome. So, you get Super Nintendo World already as it is, but now we're going to get this Yoshi implementation, the scavenger hunt, this like different colored Yoshi. I do not know anything about that. We didn't see anything about that. But the fact that Yoshi's finally coming to the land, this is exciting. I feel like just Yoshi himself, just Yoshi, is worth a lot of people's ticket purchase. You know what I mean? Like, I'm buying a ticket just to go see that. And a drone show at Super Nintendo World. I didn't even know they were thinking of drones. It's just kind of crazy when you take a step back. It's like we're getting all of this Nintendo stuff, walkthroughs, Hill Valley, One Piece. Oh my gosh, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. But we're actually going to get some food, and we're actually going to get some merch for Yoshi. Check this out. All right, I totally skipped this. This is the last one. Oh my gosh, I almost missed this one. Jujutsu Kaisen, Hunger of the Cursed. I was really curious about the Jujutsu Kaisen implementation. So they've done something for Jujutsu Kaisen internationally at Universal Park. But the way that they're going to do it, check this out. The anime experience is inspired by a widely popular Japanese manga and its animation adaptation. Follows high school student Yuju Itadori after he accidentally becomes the host of a powerful curse and joins Tokyo Jujutsu High School, an organization that fights the curses. This epic adventure will be transformed into an exciting film-based experience which first debuted at Universal Studios Japan and will be coming to our DreamWorks Theater. I'm excited. What I got for that experience for Jujutsu Kaisen, whatever you saw in Japan, we're going to get it. The authenticity of that will be transferred here. I'm excited. I can't wait. I saw a little bit of what that show was, but I was like, I don't want to see the rest. I want to experience it when I finally get in the theater, the DreamWorks Theater here in Hollywood. So I'm excited. I'm very, very excited for that. Also, too, we're going to get some merch. We're going to get some food. Check this out. All right. Well, all that information that has just been dropped, I hope you've enjoyed. But now to the meat and potatoes. The pricing. What are the ticket offerings? So the way everything's going to be implemented, before I get into all that, think of Horror Nights. Whatever you get for Horror Nights, whatever the process is for Horror Nights, it's going to be implemented straight into FanFest Nights. Let's get into it. So Universal FanFest Nights general admission is going to be starting from $74 and up, depending on whatever day you go. Universal FanFest Nights Universal Express. What? So they're going, like I said, like Horror Night. There's going to be express options. Because you got to think about it too. A lot of the rides are going to, for most part, a lot of these rides are going to be open during this event. So Express might be worth it. And if this whole thing is a super success and very popular, just imagine the crowds that are going to be here. So Express could go a long way. Express is going to start ranging from 173 and up. Universal FanFest, Universal Express Unlimited. They're going to offer an unlimited as well. It's going to start from $203. Also, too, there's going to be a Universal FanFest nights after 2 p.m. day/night ticket. That one will be starting at $114. So you get the regular theme park, and then you get the totally themed craziness of FanFest nights for $114 and up. Universal FanFest nights after 2 p.m/day and night. Universal Express, they'll have that option too. It's going to range from $228 and up, just depending on whatever day you're going. To keep it going, there is also going to be Universal FanFest Nights VIP tour for the people that are trying to ball out at FanFest experience. That's right. Just like a RIP, there's going to be a VIP tour for this experience, and it's going to start at $373 and up. So, wow, a VIP. I could only assume you're going to get some cool stuff that's only catered to you and the VIP. I'm really curious how that's going to play out. And don't forget, when you do VIP, there's so many benefits that come with it. So take a look at all of that. Also, too, they're even going this route. This one kind of stunned me. I wasn't ready for it because I'm like, whoa, they're going like that. Early entry, Universal FanFest early entry. $20 is the starting price for that one, and it goes up. Wow, I could only assume they're expecting big crowds that an early entry is going to be needed. When you go to early entry, I'm assuming it's the lower lot stuff, right? So I'm like, what's the plan of attack with early entry? All of these things are just up in the air because nobody knows what to do. Nobody knows how the crowds are going to play out, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. This is my favorite part of all of this. FanFest is also going to have a 2-day general admission. So Universal FanFest nights, 2-day general admission. Select any available nights for your first visit starting April 25th. So you get a 2-day admission to FanFest at $109. If you want to go the ultimate experience, this is the big one. And this is the one that I've talked to a lot of the people that were in the crowd, and it was kind of one of those like, are we going to do it? For me, I'm like, I want to do it. I'm all aboard. I'm all aboard on this. Universal FanFest Night Ultimate Fandom Pass. So think of it as like a frequent fear, that concept of frequent fear where you could go multiple visits to FanFest. This is what that is. Universal FanFest Night Ultimate Fandom Pass starting at $249. Yes. I kind of look at all these events as like, I don't know if this is going to be here one year. Is this something that'll start coming every year? I don't know. But we're living in the now. I want to experience Hill Valley multiple times. And if that Dungeons and Dragons thing is cool, I want to keep going in it. And at the same time, I want to eat all these foods that are coming to this event because you're only going to get these foods at that time when the event is running. That's everything kind of transitions into those different caterings and stuff like that. So that is it. I can't believe we got all this information finally. It all kind of took me by surprise because like we knew that the IPs, all these IPs were coming, but the implementation is what we didn't know. And now that we know, my heart was just full of joy. This is awesome. Awesome. We don't get stuff like this in Hollywood. So now that this is happening and the amount of effort and time from all of these teams that created FanFest, this is a long process. It's not like something that was like a 1-year thing and they just kind of strung it together. And that's not the case at all. So there's a lot of love, passion, and vision that's going to be coming to life at FanFest, and I'm here for it. I can't wait. to experience all of this. You know, we're going to be doing a live, we're going to be doing a vlog, we're going to be doing a lot of coverage throughout all of this. And the fact that I could go multiple nights with this fandom pass, pretty hefty price, because, my brain kind of reverts back to like Frequent Fear, and Frequent Fear, wasn't it in the like 190, 215 range? FanFest 250, so definitely a premium. But you get to go all the days. Man, I can't wait. And to end today's conversation, the most exciting part, you could get your tickets today, January 29th. These tickets are going to be available for whatever offering you're trying to get, or if you're trying to go for the big kahuna, which is going to be Ultimate Fandom Pass, where you're going to be coming multiple nights, or if you want to come to all the days, that's the big one. That is the big one. And I'm really excited about that one in particular, because I feel like this is going to be something I want to do many, many times. I can't wait. Post in the comments. I want to start a conversation with you. What are your thoughts? How do you feel about all this? What do you think about the implementation, the merch, the food? Are you coming? Are you coming multiple days? What are you going to cosplay as? What are your thoughts? I want to hear from you in the comments. Thank you guys for watching Five Fires YouTube. Most importantly, thank you Universal Studios Hollywood for inviting us to this awesome media event to provide all this great information for an awesome event in the near future in April. All right, everybody, smash that like button. Thank you for supporting the fire. We are firing it down, firing it down. The Cali Bay is calling it a day. I'm the main host, Mondo.